Hey, hola, ¿cómo estás? Bonjour, ça va? It's me, the Lost Canuck, coming at you live and in person in the BBQ Lab, aka Lost Canuck's kitchen. All right, so I went to Costco today, picked up some chicken for another cook I'm doing over on my Wellspring unit, and I saw these beef ribs. Now these are back ribs. These are a little different than the old plate ribs that I usually get, the 3-bone, which you cook like a brisket. These, I've never made before. So I think I'm going to try and cook these for all you Lone Star Grillz fans out there. I got my 42-inch pellet smoker all cleaned up. So let's throw these on the pellet smoker and try them out. I'm going to try and cook them like I do pork ribs, okay? Low and slow. Maybe wrap them, that kind of stuff. I've never made them before. We're going to give it a try. Plus, on my Lone Star, I haven't emptied my hopper, so I still have my blend of pellets and crushed pecan shells from Dave Kleinman. And if you haven't seen that test I did, I'll put a video link up for it over here. Those things, like, look, the Lone Star smokes like crazy. These pecan shells really add another dimension to it, so that's kind of cool. Anyways, so we're going to take these beef back ribs that I just picked up from Costco, and we're going to turn them into these juicy, yummy, delicious cooked back ribs on the Lone Star. We'll see you in a second. All right, so I got my cooking hat on, so we're going to do some cooking today. So let's open these things up. You don't have to see that part. And then we'll put some binder on and some rub. And dry brine them overnight for tomorrow. All right, so let's see if we can get this thing open. So on these beef ribs, again, I've never done these style before, but I think I'm going to score the membrane. I'm not going to remove it. Some people remove it. I'm just going to score it up so it's not that tough. Just cross-hatch it a bit. So they're all cross-hatched. Oh, I had some plastic from the package still left there. So let's pat these off. I'm going to use some binder. You don't have to use binder. If you never use binder, don't worry about it. Skip to the next step. Me, I'm a binder guy. I guess I'm just kind of weird like that. I'm not going to debate it here, but I'm going to use some. What I like to use for some good umami flavor is this Bear and Burton's W sauce. Don't know if you can see that in the shot, but this is really good stuff. It's Worcestershire sauce, but I like it. It's good stuff. So let's put a little bit of that on. And this is just to hold on to the rub. Now, the thing with beef back ribs, or what I've seen, is it looks like you get a ton of meat here. But after you're done cooking, this thing, the meat shrinks like you wouldn't believe. So, again, this is an experiment. Never made them. I'm going to try it out, see what happens. If you make this stuff, hey, why don't you leave me a comment down below? Tell me what your method is. Maybe I'll try that next. So we got our binder on. Let's do some rub. Now, I'm going to go with my local favorite rub that I use all the time. These guys are called Ope We're Smoking from Josh and Sarah. That's their company. Local Twin Cities area company. They're really trying hard. Look, these guys don't sponsor me. They don't pay me. Actually, nobody sponsors or pays me. So anyways, I like this stuff. They got a bunch of different stuff. They make 3 rubs right now. And we're going to try it out. This is their all-purpose rub. Basically, it's fancy salt, pepper, garlic, okay? Which is all beef really needs, especially if you're from Texas. Well, they got the salt flakes in here look great. Looks like it's kosher. like I said, we're going to dry brine this in the fridge overnight. I like to pat mine down. I don't know why. Just do. Some people don't. Let me know in the comments if you pat your meat down. Now keep them civil. You know what I mean. Pat your meat down. Okay. Although it is kind of funny the way I said that. And if you didn't understand, use your imagination. Imagination, it's a wonderful thing. Prep time. 3 minutes, 5 minutes tops. Take out of the package, put your binder on, put your rub on. Done. Leave in fridge overnight. Okay, I'll see you down at the Lone Star tomorrow morning, and we'll throw these on. See you then. Hey, well, it's your friendly neighborhood Lost Canuck, your average, everyday backyard barbecue kind of guy. I'm standing in front of my Lone Star Grillz 42-inch pellet smoker. And, well, got it set at 225. I've been running this mix I got. I don't know if you can see this or not, but this is my 30% mix of pellets and crushed pecan shells from my friend Dave Kleinman. And if you haven't seen me do the testing on the Lone Star with those crushed pecan shells, well, first of all, your Lone Star doesn't need a whole lot of help, smoking. But these things put out a really nice, thin, blue, beautiful, tasty. The smoke coming out of here smells awesome. So if you're interested, I'm not paid or sponsored, but I'll put a link down there for the crushed pecan shells that you can mix with any pellet. And anyway, so we got the beef ribs. They've been, you saw me prep them last night. I'm going to throw them into the top rack here. I got it set at 225. That's and I've never made this style of beef rib before, so I'm gonna make it like a pork rib, but I'm gonna monitor it with my RFX probes. So let's get this meat on there. Okay, and the nice part about the RFX probes is there's many sensors down the shaft. So even if I had it one part away from the surface and one part coming into the middle, it cooks to your lowest temperature. So let's open this up. Look at the smoke coming off there. Good job, Lone Star. All right, we're just going to put this up on the top rack. Kind of centered to the left slightly. There we go. Actually, I think it's about the same. I'll leave it up there. So there's our rack of ribs. I have no clue. It's thinner, so it's probably going to cook a little faster. So it'll be dark by the time I'll spritz it after 2 hours. The first 2 hours, I'll hit her with some spritz to let the bark set up. And then I'll spritz it every hour after that if it needs it. Like I say, I'm monitoring it here with my RFX. And again, it's my crushed pecan shells. And I've got my Knotty Wood almond pellets in there, 100% almond. So we're going with the nut theme again. And the smoke coming out of here is just nice. It's beautiful. It's not too crazy. It's really good stuff. So, all right, we'll see when it's time to wrap these up. All right, well, we're back at the pit. It's time to wrap these beef ribs. They've been on a few hours now, so let's. And I've spritzed them a couple times. Oh, they look good. A lot of smoke in here. So let's grab these and we'll bring them inside. And we'll wrap them up. Color looks really good. Those crushed pecan shells mixed in with the pellets do a good job. All right, let's go wrap these. All right, well, like pork ribs, we're going to wrap these with a little tallow. Pork ribs, I usually use butter. So beef ribs, I'm using beef tallow. Okay, and I cheated with some ready-made stuff. So I also like to put a little Blues Hog barbecue sauce on there, just for fun. There, that's plenty. Okay, now I need a little more tallow to go on top. And I'm using this South Chicago Wagyu. Okay, I'm going to go outside, throw this on the pit, turn it up to 300, and then we're going to bring it upstairs to finish it. We'll see you in a few minutes. Okay, well, we're back out at the pit, and I've had the beef ribs on for about 6 hours. And internal temperature is reading about 203, so I'm going to pull them. And we're going to eat them for lunch tomorrow, so I'm going to throw them in my little Vevor warming oven. So this thing's been running great. I'm just about out of pellets, I think. Yeah, the hopper's almost done. And even, look, even at 325 degrees, I don't know if you can see that, but we're still getting smoke coming out of there. It's crazy, I know. Anyways, good on you, Lone Star. So, let's put everything in the pan and go over to the Vevor. All right, well, here we are at the little Vevor food warmer. And there's my beef ribs all wrapped up. And I got it set at 1. Oh, okay, I got it set at 147, which I know right at that level is about 150. So I will see you at lunch tomorrow. Hey, well, it's me again, and we are back upstairs the next day in the BBQ Lab. So last night I cooked these beef back ribs out on the Lone Star Grillz 42-inch pellet smoker. Worked well. I still had my old crushed pecan shell mix in with my Knotty Wood pellets. That's from Dave Kleinman. That was a 33% ratio. It works flawlessly, pumps out a lot of smoke. I can smell the smokiness from the ribs. Smells great. And well, kept it in my little warming oven overnight, and here we are at lunchtime the next day. So let's cut into this thing and see if they're any good. So I made them the same way I make pork ribs. I don't know if you can, oh yeah, look at the smoke ring on there. I don't know if you can see that. It's pretty good. So smoke production on the Lone Star is not an issue. I don't know, maybe a part of the chine still on these. Yeah. It's just falling apart on here. And now remember, I left the membrane on to hold it together. So that's what that is. Cut that off. It's super hard to remove beef membrane, by the way. There. So let's do a little taste test, shall we? We'll give some to the videographer here. It's hot. I'll take a little piece. Now this part over here is the membrane, so just eat around it. It's pretty good. Now, there's not much meat on these things, but for the meat that's on here, it's really good. I like the rub. Tender, super juicy, smoky. Maybe next time I'd take the membrane off. It's a killer to get them off on those beef ribs. I scored it up, but what I'll do is I'll slice the rest up for the family, remove some of the meat, get the membrane off, and it'll be perfect. So these membrane pieces the dog would like. There we go. Approved by the dog too, and the videographer and me. Okay, well, final thoughts and conclusions. Lone Star, that pellet smoker, even at 325, it was smoking at the end there like crazy. The crushed pecan shell mixture, oh, you want smoke. I mean, the Lone Star is no slouch at smoking, okay? You want extra smoke, go with the crushed pecan shells. Makes a big difference. And would I cook these back ribs again? Maybe. I like the plate ribs better, the Dino ribs. There's a little more meat on them. And then other than that, those are my final thoughts and conclusions. So don't forget, if you liked anything that I used in the video, my Hey Grill, Hey Gloves, knives, I'm going to put a shameless plug in here now. Check out my Lost Canuck affiliate link store below. Got all kinds of nifty gadgets in there that I use all the time. So check that out. It's an affiliate link store. Doesn't cost you anything extra, and I make a very, very small commission so I can buy, beef ribs. All right. So, and then for all you returning subscribers, hey, thanks for watching. Thanks for coming back. You guys are my core. Much appreciated. For all you new people out there that just tuned in to check out my Lone Star pellet smoker, so don't forget to hit that, well, first of all, consider subscribing, please. But hit that like, subscribe, and the notify me bell. The little ding, ding, ding. It'll notify you when I have new content. All right. So, and then again, for everybody that's watching, if you found some value, you liked the video, liked all the stuff I did, hit that thumbs up button. That really helps the channel. Really helps me out. And if you have the ability, after you hit that thumbs up button, hit that hype button. That supercharges the video, sends it out to new people, tells YouTube, the algorithm, hey, who this should go to. And don't forget, I did have my free bowl of soup that I got with the hat.
This is the worst looking hat I ever saw. Well, you buy a hat like this, I'll bet you get a free bowl of soup, huh? Oh, it looks good on you, though.
All right, so we're right at the end. Lost Canuck always says the same thing all the time. Don't forget, be kind to each other. It really matters. Makes a big difference. It's super important nowadays. Things are getting crazier and crazier. Kindness goes a long way. In person, in social media, pretty much in anything. It's tough to remember sometimes, but just try and be kind. All right, so Lost Canuck says take care. Bye-bye. Love you guys.